10th December 1940. A big explosion took place in West Orange, New Jersey. What happened was, because of chemical reaction, a huge fire broke out at one of the biggest factories in New Jersey. That factory was owned by one of the most famous investors of all time, Thomas Edison. The fire was so massive that 6 to 8 fire departments needed to work hard all day and night to hold the control. Thomas himself tried to control the situation. He did everything he could, but things were out of control. When he realized that none can control the fire anymore, he stopped in front of the factory instead of running like a mad. He looked at the factory in a very calm posture and started watching the fire burning down his own factory. He suddenly called his young boy and said, "Charles, go call your mom and her friends. They surely didn't see this kind of massive fire in their lifetime." Hearing this, Charles said, "Dad, all of our hard works are burning in front of our eyes. How could you talk like that?" Thomas took a deep breath and said, "Son, you're right. Soon our factory will turn into ashes, but to be honest, there are some things I didn't like about this factory. There are some faults as well. And the good news is, with that burning factory, those faults will burn into ashes. And we will get the chance to build a better factory that can perform better." Amazing, isn't it? Hearing this, his son Charles realized why people called his father a great inventor. The next day, Edison said in the New York Times interview, "See, I know I'm 67 years old. This fire made me exhausted completely. But I know tomorrow will be a new start. I will start fresh to make everything even better." And Thomas ultimately did what he said. So this amazing story teaches us the first lesson of 3 bases of Stoic philosophy. Now, what is Stoic philosophy? What does it mean? And why is it important to you? Stoic philosophy, often called as Stoicism, was made by the ancient Athens scholar. Even though it is old philosophy, this wisdom is so valuable that even these days, many successful people changed their life following this Stoic philosophy. Some of them intentionally follow this, while others follow it not even knowing that this is an ancient philosophy. But almost all successful people do follow it. Stoic lesson number 1. Give a good perception to your bad story. What it means is, whatever your condition is, no matter how badly you are broke, don't just cry and blame your fate. Find out what opportunities you can get from whatever you are left with. Try harder to build something even bigger than what you lost. Like Thomas Edison, all successful people out there give a positive perception to their bad situation. Every successful people face difficulties in their lifetime, but what makes them different is they don't just blame their fate. They try even harder to make everything better. Stoic lesson number 2. Take an action that breaks your problem and convert into opportunity. To illustrate this, John D. Rockefeller was one of the richest men of all time. Well, how rich was he? He had a net worth of $340 billion, where Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world right now, has a net worth of $143 billion. Yes, almost half of what Rockefeller had. But Stoic lesson number 2 isn't about how much money people make or who has greater ability. Rockefeller had to start working at the age of 16 when he used to make only 50 cents a day. In 1857, the US market collapsed. A great economic depression was going on. At that time, when everyone was almost paralyzed due to depression and was panicking how they were gonna overcome, Rockefeller used his time to learn about how market actually works and why most of the people lose their money. John D. Rockefeller took actions that broke his problems into opportunities. He kept learning and saving his money to find an opportunity to invest. He became an expert in oil business and got an investment of $500,000 from some people. What's more interesting is John went out with that money and looked for a perfect source to invest that money. After some days, his investors found that he didn't even spend a single money to invest, because John didn't find any perfect source to invest that money. That's what is called investment with discipline. John built a discipline of investing in the right source at the right time. And this discipline brought him billions of dollars in 1873, 1907, and 1929, when everyone, on the other hand, was afraid of economic depression. So, take actions that breaks your problem into opportunities. Stoic lesson number 3. Hold on. Before I jump into it, imagine the timeline of your life. No matter how old you are right now, when you were younger, you used to hate it if you had problems in your way. You didn't like to face problems, did you? I mean, no one likes to have problems or difficulties. Then you grew up and still you have tons of problems around you. You hardly find happiness in your journey because you are surrounded with problems. But have you ever asked yourself, why do you even expect not to have problems in your journey? See, you will always have problems in your way, and that's the reality. So the best way to solve your problem is to face them. The problem you're facing right now may not be the biggest one, because in future, you may have to face a lot more problems. So the main problem is in you. Yes, because you desire not to have any problem, which is not possible. So what lesson number 3 tells us is you must have willpower within you. The willpower to have problems in your journey and trying hard to solve them, because obstacles is the way. And yes, the whole idea of this video was taken from the great book Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. Now if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about how to turn your obstacles into advantages, I highly recommend you guys to read this book. And as always, see you in the next video.